Now you might be saying, goodness, I don't know how multi-level marketing companies can be that bad. I mean, look, they're legal. The FTC regulates them, because things that are illegal don't ever exist in society. I mean, I work with people who've been incarcerated who clearly continue to do illegal things despite them being illegal. But that base argument aside, let me explain to you the legality around multi-level marketing. So the big decision that created the rules for multi-level marketing was the Amway decision. And what happened was a judge, who's not really a judge, made the decision to allow Amway to create the rules to regulate themselves. And what's fun is that one of the higher ups in Amway was a man named DeVos. And I believe that he had a relative who was in the last administration who had no qualifications to be there. And we had the most pro MLM president ever on record with Donald Trump. But the bare bones of this looks like this. They have their own lobbying firm called the Direct Sales Association, and they lobby hard to get those regulations taken down to absolutely nothing so they can operate as a pyramid scheme in its purest form. 100%. That's what the DSA does. Their biggest thing is to remove the restrictions on front loading, which is where you have to buy all the products up front and keep them in your house, right? There's lots of restrictions on that. They want to get all those removed because they understand that their reps are really the customers, because that's how that works. But the long and short of it comes down to this. Their legality is bought and paid for by the politicians who make the regulations around these systems. Don't believe me? There's this amazing website where you can go and see campaign contributions made for a very, very long time. It's called opensecrets.org. So our first scroll is Herbalife and where all they have donated. And there's a lot of Utah, a lot of California because they're based in California. But you can see it. It goes back for years upon years upon years. Democrats and Republicans because they're from California. Then we look at Amway. Now, these also don't account for how much money they pump into the DSA, who also makes contributions. Young Living, of course, focuses most of their stuff on Utah. No surprise there. Mary Kay balls hard. $25,000, $15,000 donations. They go hard, all in for the Texas Republican Party. This is a little bit from Monat. So you'll see the Monat Global, and then you'll see Monat Reps, who've also donated using the Monat name. This is also my favorite one. They might not donate underneath the company name, but the CEO and the CEO's husband, in this case, Joni Rogers-Conti, the CEO of Senegence, her husband makes a lot of these huge donations everywhere, particularly in Oklahoma, a lot of national Republican, but we're talking millions of dollars that Senegence International is pumping into the political system to pay for their agenda. Oh, and Joni's one of the first ones parading for removing those front-loading restrictions I talked about earlier. Yeah, she's all about that. doTERRA gets in on it as well, Utah and Illinois, which is always interesting.